Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's the Skorpion. This is part 2 of Mikkel and I answering your questions. As you know, yesterday we talked about the coming out of myself. Mikkel talked about his experience on the first night. And then we had this huge debate about Kelly Rowland. And Ashley One Dollface, I cannot believe that you would sit there and ask that question. And I don't know why I've read it, because you know when it comes to Destiny's Child, we're going to have it out. Because our opinions are so strong.
But you know what I think it is when it comes to Destiny's Child? I think that just proves how much we love them.
Yes.
We want so much. We want them all to succeed. And I think that, because if you notice, we never go this hard about anybody else. Except for them. So, well, hey.
The next question comes from, and by the way, we still recording. We just took a break, damn it. And then, I'm making this into yesterday. I forgot the damn question. Oh my god. I have a question from XX Never X1. I have a question. How many times am I going to say that? Why don't you guys talk about sports? I'm both sure you love to watch them.
Okay, I love basketball. I love watching basketball. I'm not a big football fan because whenever I try to get into football, this is what happens.
I could watch football, and I could watch when it's the Eagles playing. It seems like I'm far back, but when the Eagles playing, I can always watch them play. Playoffs, I love to watch sports in the playoffs because I feel sports teams play with more of their heart. But I can watch football anytime. I can watch baseball in the playoffs. I can watch basketball playoffs. I don't watch hockey. Sorry, I don't watch hockey. And I can also watch wrestling, even though it's not
tennis.
really a sport. Yeah, and I love to watch tennis. How can I forget tennis?
That's what I'm about to say.
I love watching the Grand Slams. My favorite Grand Slam to watch is Wimbledon. And hopefully, I hope to be in London one day to watch a Wimbledon match.
Why? So you can be like this the whole time?
Hell yeah. I want to see Venus versus Serena at Wimbledon one day.
My neck already gets enough action from doing something else. So I don't need to be doing that.
I'm trying to act like I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Now see, some of y'all with those dirty minds think that I'm talking about something else. But I'm actually talking about when I be dancing and I be like...
You're not talking about drop me down and get your eagle on?
See, I could be talking about when my neck does that. My eagle on.
Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. The next question comes from... No, Lulu. You just asked a question. No, you didn't.
No hands,
Lulu 2187. Do you like Nicki Minaj? I like Nicki Minaj's body. I like her face. And I like her voice. There's one song in particular that I like.
And I'm the
Itty Bitty Piggy. I like that one. I like that song. Because I just love the way she rapping on it and I love aggression on tracks. And when she was talking about how she wanted the girls to go out and get shit done, what she said? I want you to go out and go do something. I like her, period. She's doing it big. First of all, you're on the track with Mariah Carey.
Oh my God, yes. And Usher, yes. Like Mariah Carey, a living legend. Okay? And Nicki, you just came out just a few short years ago. Like, that's big ups to you, girl.
But do you like her?
She's cool. I mean, I'm not like some of those people on the internet that's like, oh, I love Nicki like that. She's cool.
I like this question. Lextasy 227 wants to know, what's your guilty pleasure? It could be anything, like a TV show, a singer, and when you're feeling down, what cheers you up the most? I'm going to tell y'all right now, I have 2 guilty pleasure, and they are 2 Disney shows. That's So Raven and The Proud Family. I can watch those shows any time of the day. And they're on TV. I will stop to watch it or listen to it. I used to have, now That's So Raven, I used to have The Proud Family on my iPod. And I would watch them on my way to work on my iPod. And people probably would look at me like I'm crazy, but The Proud Family is my guilty pleasure. What about you? Let me make sure that's recording, by the way. Yeah, that's recording.
We're going to have to wrap this up, too. second one.
My guilty pleasure is two people, Patty and Beyonce. No need to ask why.
Guilty pleasure means. Why would that be your guilty pleasure?
Because whenever I'm feeling down, I can listen to a live performance of Patty and Beyonce, and I'll just be so cheered. My guilty pleasure is nasty, and I'm not going to go to what it really is.
Oh goodness! Does it? Never mind.
It involves.
Does it involve porno stars?
Porno? No, it doesn't involve porno stars, but it does involve the stuff that comes out of your you know what.
Oh, never.
It's like, no, let me stop.
Okay.
Which reminds me, okay.
Don't tell them.
I have to.
How innocent do you want to be?
I have to. No, it's not me. Lord knows it ain't me. Jesus, have mercy, it ain't me. So, someone sent me. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I was on XTube the other day, and there was this video that I came across that now, you know, I'm sure a lot of y'all that watch this video, I'm sure a lot of y'all do this. Because I actually ran into a guy one day when me and my friends went to Atlantic City, and one of the guys who had joined us, we were talking, and we just happened to get on this subject, and he actually admitted to it, which I was very, very shocked. But he didn't have no shame in his game, and he said, yeah, I did it before. There was this video on the XTube with this guy by himself, and he was masturbating, and
how was he masturbating?
He was masturbating all over the place. And when I say all over the place,
well, wait.
No, let me just tell what he was doing.
Yes.
So
I think I probably seen this one.
He was masturbating, and he had a chair like that chair right there, and he was naked, and he was all over the chair in different positions, and then he got into his final position where
what is the name of this video?
He was like this. He was like this on the chair, and well, let's just say when he came on his own face. And I thought that was like one of the nastiest things I had ever seen. And then he got up and came over to the camera and just let the viewers look at the cum all over his face. But I had a friend who once admitted that he admitted that he sometimes masturbates, and when he does, he licks his own.
It's nasty.
And when he said it, and he probably will see this video, and he'll probably be like, I can't believe he said that. But I was so done when I heard that. I was like, what? I was like, I don't even like it on me.
Ooh, my cow's getting nasty.
But to come and think about it, let me just say this. On XTube, you will see everything. Like this one guy was in the bathtub masturbating, and guess what he had the nerves to do?
What?
He was masturbating. So I'm thinking like, okay, he's about to come. Don't you know he stuck his tongue out and started pissing in his own mouth? I said no. And mind you, I had to rewind it back just to make sure it was pee. Sure enough, it was pee. And I mean, he was shooting it all over his face. And while he was looking in the camera and watching.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, he can't stop talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Keep going. Now he was doing what?
So much of people in there. Sorry. Where am I?
Oh, there's other people in the next room.
I'm so embarrassed.
Well, I can't even talk about the video I watched on there. But let me tell you about this video I watched. He had this toy. He had this toy. And he was humping that toy all over the damn living room. And then, that's where I'm going to stop. But I'm pretty sure, because me and Jake Jacobs on Twitter was talking about the same video. That video, woo!
Jake Jacobs is very nasty.
Tell me about it. So no, I'm only playing. Okay, the next question is solely from Mikkel.
Let me see.
From Mo TV show.
Oh, that's my friend. Let me see.
The one that, wait a minute. First of all, Mo, I was joking with you. I know you don't know me, but I was joking that night. Go ahead, Mikhail.
Okay, Mikhail, I would like, why can't you read it? Okay, I'll read it. Mikhail, I would like for you to address why many users feel as though they have to compete with each other. I guess he means YouTube users?
I go.
Okay, compete with each other. What makes it a competition? Some people do this because, okay, he does mean YouTube. Some people do this because they like to. That is what's wrong with black people now. Too busy disagreeing with no intentions on working together. Could you please do me that? Thanks a lot.
Well, I know this ain't about me. Thank you, Jesus. Because I help out everybody. At least I try to.
Well, Mo, you know what it is, Mo? I don't even know where to begin with this. Everybody wants to be on top. That's it. Everybody wants to be on top. And nobody wants to really help anybody when they feel as though you're coming for their shine. Like, for instance, if Kevin and I were if we weren't on the same show, and Kevin's show was like really, really big, and then I started my own show, and my show was kind of big, but it wasn't big as Kevin's, and I started asking him for some advice, do you really think he would give me the honest to God truth advice? I don't think so.
Let me slide this camera over.
I don't think so. I think you're right. I think that a lot of people feel as though once they get on top, they don't want to. I still can't believe that there's a bunch of people in that room.
Well, let them listen. Shit, they was probably muted because I don't hear no music.
I sure don't either.
Why is this so over? Jeremy must have moved this.
No, he didn't move it.
I feel like I'm out the fucking camp.
Oh wait, because I
moved
moved over.
Bitch, sit over. I don't like how I'm always at the edge. Go ahead. Keep going.
It's a competition. That's what it is. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, since it was directed towards you and not to me.
No, I wasn't
I'm
going to
just
answer
kidding. Okay, there we go. That's better. YouTube is a competition. I don't care what anybody says. It's a competition because you don't get on YouTube just to have nobody watch your videos. You want people to watch your videos. And then once you reach a certain plateau on YouTube, you know that
there are going to be other people coming for you.
yes, and want to knock you out your spot. But it could be friendly. It doesn't always have to be a competition. Like, I respect all my peers on YouTube, but of course I want to be higher than them.
You know what? And it's funny. It's funny. Because it's funny. I'm glad he asked this question. Because there was a couple of people on YouTube that I occasionally skim through their YouTube channels and I watch, some of their videos.
Mm-hmm.
Nunu is one of the people that comes to mind. Because, Kevin and I, we're friendly with Nunu. And me personally, I think that Nunu is popular.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's very popular on YouTube. And I'm shocked at his subscriber count. Because he doesn't even have 10,000 subscribers, does he? Mm-hmm. And I think that, me personally, when I first saw that, I thought that there was something wrong with that. Because I said, this guy he's very popular. Mm-hmm. A lot of people know who he is. His videos are really good. Mm-hmm. He always has good subjects.
One-on-ones.
Huh?
He has the one-on-ones.
He always has good one-on-ones. He interviewed somebody on one of his videos that but I ain't gonna tell you who that was. And I'm still shocked that Nunu isn't up. Like, for instance, I thought that Nunu was way past us when it came to because I always thought that he was like this really big person on YouTube that everybody was. And I don't know why it is that some people.
Well, I also want you to know that YouTube, Nunu has other outlets besides just YouTube, such as EGC. Like, he's pretty popular on there.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. If he has other outlets, then why isn't it that?
Because he posts his videos where they are, and not just for the YouTube people to watch. So, I mean, it's possible to do videos on YouTube and to be popular on a different site other than just YouTube. But I feel like I feel we should have way more than 23,000 subscribers. I mean, with 25, to me, the way I look at it is, okay, we have 25 million views, but we only have 23,000 subscribers. So what is the problem? Like, why isn't our subscriber rate higher than that? Because I know 23,000 people are not just watching our videos over and over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. So what is the problem? So that's what I still question. Like, how can we have that many views and 23,000 subs? But I mean, it's a competition, and you can have friendly competitions. The music industry is a competition, and you don't see them beefing with each other.
Well, you do. You do. Yeah, the rappers. I mean, but I like how you brought the music competition. Music industry is, because it is a competition, and I think that, you know what's so funny, because everybody compares, you know, with. Mm-hmm. We're right off downstairs.
Oh, I thought somebody knocked on the door.
We did. I gotta get some.
No, because downstairs is just too much going on.
Who's all in that room?
I don't know. I just came up the steps. I ain't even looking at it.
You all in the camera.
It's right there.
Oh, my fault. I didn't even see it right there. My fault. I don't know. I just came back. I don't know.
The music, but like for instance, like everybody always thought that Rihanna and Beyonce didn't like each other. But then it's like every time they see them together, they always be like, oh wait, they do like each other. It's like, it is a competition. It's sad, but it's true. It is a competition. And like Kevin said, it's not always a beef competition. It's a friendly competition. Because I don't have a problem with any of the other YouTubers. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of the ones who I don't speak to, I really don't speak to them that much because I don't.
I'm tired of getting up. I know that. All right.
But I don't feel as though I answered his question the way he may have wanted me to, but you know I still love you, Mo.
Okay. Well, this one I don't want to answer until, let me see, about the new year. We could do a video about that. Jay Robo wants to know, would you go out with someone from New York City, Kevin, and for Mikkel, would you go out with a female? No, you know what?
First of all, how did you skip over the next question that was directed to me?
Because this is long.
What's long?
I mean, okay. This is not. First of all, because I was going up the list. I skipped over a lot of questions.
Yeah, but
that was considered to me.
That was a question directed to me.
But here we go.
You don't skip over no question directed to me.
All right, Wanda, here we go.
The question is for
The question is for Mikkel. If you could interview 3 stars.
See, Mo, this is the competition. This is the competition.
If you could interview 3 stars and show in different 3 stars and show in different side of them, who would it be?
Beyonce. Who else would I want to interview? Who else do I want to interview? Beyonce. John Legend. And Nia. Beyonce, John Legend, and Nia. Because John Legend is very, very quiet and very reserved.
Okay. Son of Prophecy 57. How does someone really know they are truly in love with someone? What are the signs? Is it possible to fall in love with someone in a short amount of time? Well, Sons of Prophecy 57. I cannot give you that answer because I have never been truly in love.
Kevin.
What?
You got company downstairs.
Who?
I don't know.
Who is company?
He said he don't know. Ask him is a guy or girl. I want to know who's in that.
Jeremy.
What?
Is it
a guy or a girl?
It is, and I'm not going to go ask who it is.
What? Well, look, I'm recording the video. I ain't got time. Okay.
What you want me to go say?
Yeah. Because if it is who I think it is, then
who would that be?
Well, it's a long story.
Well, it can't be Brandon because he would say Brandon.
Yeah.
And he said he don't know who it is, so it must be somebody that we don't know. Is it a guy or a girl?
A guy.
Well, Mikkel's gonna.
did say that.
Yes, I don't know what Mikkel and I were talking about, but somebody was there to do it for me, and I was scared because...
What did your friend ask you about me?
He said, oh, that's Mikkel from the video. I was like, yeah, that's him. And he said, you look different. That's all. He didn't say nothing bad.
Different good or different bad?
Different good. And I kind of feel bad because I didn't introduce y'all because I was trying to come
well,
out serious.
I asked him what his name was. I didn't introduce myself.
Yeah, but,
well, how do you know that different was good?
huh? It wasn't a bad thing because I know shade when I hear it, okay?
So do I. And I would have definitely went at it.
All right, then.
You know I would have.
All right. Now, my friends are not... well,
I didn't say your friends were like that.
Well, he's not like that. I'll put it like that. Because I do got some shady girlfriends.
Well, what about your girlfriend that was on the couch?
Charles, you know Charles.
Yeah, I talked to him. I said hi and asked him how was he, and he said he was good.
Y'all ain't talking about Brandy today?
No.
Oh, good.
But you know, I kept it cute. Kept it cute. Don't try me, bitch.
Here's a question from the 3 Bull. I'm not going to answer the first question. Ask the first question, but excuse me. Does Mikkel realize that he is an inspiration to some of the subscribers, including me? But maybe he doesn't fully get it while Kevin embraces it. My opinion for this is I think because Mikkel doesn't share his emotions as much as Kevin, which is a bit of a shame.
Well, I'd like to know how is that a shame? There's no shame in that. What's the shame?
That you don't want to share your emotions.
But that's not a shame.
It's a shame.
That's not a shame.
Okay, so here's the question. Why don't you share the emotions?
Because I don't want to, and I don't feel as though I have to.
Do you realize how much of an inspiration you are to some?
That's not the question. The question that is the question. But my thing is, why is it a shame that I don't share it?
Answer the first question before you get there. Do you realize how much?
I don't look at it like that. Because I like to humble myself, and because I can see me now saying that to people, and they'd be like, "Oh, please, he's just stuck up and conceited." Like, can you imagine if we typed that on Twitter? You know, a lot of people tell us that we are an inspiration to them, and people just like, "Oh, please, whatever." Please, he's just so full of himself. So I try not to think about it. Now, when people say it to me, of course, you know, it's always thank you, and I'm, you know, thank you. So, you know, I realize it, but I don't try to dwell on it. Now, the shame part, why is it a shame? Because I don't, there's a lot of people who don't share their personal emotions. You know, you don't share everything. Is that a shame?
No.
No. So I want to know, because I know exactly who that person is. Because he follows me on Twitter. So I'd like to know where the shame part came in. Like, why is it a shame?
So the 3 Bull, please answer that response. And hopefully on the next video, Mikkel will be able to answer that question for you. This next question comes from, come on.
Oh, speaking.
He just tweeted Mikkel.
Well, maybe I should ask him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should ask him now.
And come back to that. Well, I answered the next question because I said I'm going to answer this on the show. First, I want to say this is from Swagger Surfing 100. I want to say I'm a fan of your show, so please don't take this the wrong way. But why would you do the same thing Sweet Addictions TV does every Wednesday? Axe, Candy, and Skittles. Not to mention, you have a bigger fan base. So wouldn't people think that they copied off of you? And they say you are all little bros. Why throw shades toward them? So I'm going to answer this on my show. Well, the reason why
I didn't even know you had an Axe Wednesday.
No, Candy and Skittles.
No, but they're saying you had that.
Yeah, they're mad because I did ask Mikkel and I submit questions that you would like to ask.
But
us.
everybody.
But we've actually before we even knew about Sweet Addictions TV, we were doing it because it's on the old channel, and I'm not saying we copied off of anybody at all. And even if we did take something from somebody else, what is the harm in that? What is the shame in that? I don't see it at all. And another thing is, the reason why I stopped doing the questions between Mikkel and I is because it always ended in a big ass debate where we would go back and forth over one question for like 30 minutes, meaning that everybody else's questions did not have a chance to get answered. So that's why I stopped doing it. So even if we are bigger than Sweet Addictions TV, I still shout them out. They my sisters. It's no shade between us or anything like that. And we actually plan on hanging out when I come to Atlanta next month. So it's no shade at all.
So where the hell am I going? To Vegas?
Oh, well, I was waiting for you to do that on another video.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
But if you don't catch on to that, it's a problem. Did he respond yet? Oh my God, they're loud. They're getting loud.
Why would I want to rock that black shit on my arm? That shit was bad. I didn't say that it wasn't, but you want her dick like Rihanna. Nobody can any celebrity dick as you are and as you should. It's a fucking celebrity. It's not a regular. I'm not on Amber Rose dick because Amber Rose not a celebrity. To you, that's your opinion. She's not a celebrity. That's your opinion. That's a celebrity, right? That's your opinion.
I can see Jeremy going on and on with that one. Because you know how everybody feels about that one. And then being so Jeremy's mad already.
Living Chi-Town wants to know, for Mikkel, if you could name a negative and a positive for Beyonce, what would it be? For Kevin, if you can name a negative and a positive on Lady Gaga, what would it be? Can't wait to hear your answers. You want to go or you want me to go?
You go first.
The positive that I can say about Lady Gaga is she knows how to put on a show. The negative I would say about Lady Gaga is I would say honestly, she should watch her direction on where she's going to go, because my nieces, we were watching, we were cleaning up, and I had her music on, and when they thought of the song Paparazzi, they thought the song was all about blood. So, I guess it was from that MTV performance where she had the blood splattered all over her and things like that. I would just say watch the direction, because I also found myself weird listening to the song called Monster, where she says he ate her heart and he ate her brain. That song I can't really stomach too much. So I would just say watch the direction that your music is going into.
The positive about Beyonce, that I love about Beyonce, is her vocal ability. I think that so many people look at Beyonce as the stage performer and the hair swinger, and that they forget that the woman can sing. And that's what I love so much about her. The negative about Beyonce is she tends to do things that we already know she's going to do. And I don't like that sometimes. Like, for instance, she shocked everybody when she did Obsessed. That was a big shock, even to me. Quadir made this infamous video that now some of you may say, as a Beyonce fan, how do you love that video? But I love it so much because not only was it hilarious, but throughout the video, on certain parts, he was speaking the truth. Whereas though I actually had to make sure that I was in my right state of mind, and so I let my sister watch the video, because my sister's a big Beyonce fan too. And I had to let her watch it. And at the end of the video, she said, there's a lot of things that he said is true. And I said, I was thinking the same thing, but I was too afraid to say it. Some of the things that he said in the video about her choosing movies where she's singing, she needs to stop doing that. I think from here on out, if she does 20 more movies in her whole entire career, none of them should be where she's singing. Because we already have about 6 or 7 of them where she is singing.
Can I give my opinion? Not unless the singer is still alive and requests that she does it.
Yeah, yes. But at the same time, I'm glad you said that. And if that does happen, then she needs to do what she didn't do with Cadillac Records, which is she needs to go and meet with the person. Because she didn't meet with Etta James while she was making that movie, which I'm a little upset about. Like, why didn't you meet with her? She was alive and you didn't meet with her. But those are my positives and my negatives. If Beyonce can do that for me, well, I can't say she'll be the tops in my book because she already is, so.
Okay.
Oh, they're still arguing. I'm loving this.
The next question comes from Miss Ice Cream 2005. Do you plan on pursuing acting to Mikkel? Do you plan on pursuing acting in LA or staying in Philly, or only dream about it? I know I am, and once I'm done with my masters next year, I guess they're going to LA.
I do plan on to the acting, but I don't plan on doing it here in Philly. I don't know about LA. We're close to New York, and New York is a really big city too when it comes to acting. I remember a long time ago, I always wanted to do movies and stuff. I wanted to be a big movie star. But as I've gotten older, and as I've been able to actually sit in front of this camera and talk to y'all, and I think that I still want to do movies, but I would like to do some work on stage. And it doesn't even have to be Broadway. Just some stage work so that I can get the feel of a live audience. Because I think that if you can perform in front of a live audience, then you can definitely perform in front of the camera.
That's right.
So I would like to do that first before I even stepped in front of somebody's movie set. I'd like to do a stage production. So that's a good question. Thank you.
The next question is for me. What do you plan to grow in Atlanta since you may want to move there? Whoa. I don't know what she means by plan to grow.
I don't know what that means either.
But my plan for when I get out there is not to bullshit. It's to really do something with this show. As far as for me, my plan is to get out there and become an entertainment reporter, or I can branch out into doing radio. I really want that experience with working with, oh my God, they're so loud, with working with people inside the entertainment industry. It's not just singers that I would like to interact with. It's producers, songwriters, actors, directors. I want to do it all. Kind of like Access Hollywood, where they don't just talk about one time, even though their main thing is Hollywood. I want to branch out into doing music, Hollywood. I want all of that to be into one show. Right now, I don't want to say I want my show to be like B. Scott's show, because my vision for YouTube was to stay on YouTube, but I really want to branch out and do a little bit of everything when it comes to interviewing. So that's my plan with the show, because my dream was always to be a news reporter, and I feel right now that news reporters still can't be. They can't be as opinionated as what I'm doing right now. So I'm love doing what I'm doing, but I want to take it to the next level.
Oh, girl, yes.
Okay.
Yes, child.
Oh, Ryan Kevin 08. Mikkel, if you could pick your top 3 favorite female artists of this decade, who would they be?
Of this decade, Beyonce.
By the way, this is from Ryan Kevin 08. Go ahead.
The 3 top females of this decade, it would definitely have to be Beyonce, Rihanna, of this decade, and Britney Spears.
You said Beyonce,
Rihanna, and Britney Spears.
Okay. Kevin, you talk a lot about artists, but I've never heard you talk about Pink. Have you ever bought one of her albums? If yes, which one? No, I never bought her albums, but I love all of her singles that she has come out with. So whenever she comes out with a greatest hits album, I will be buying it. The next question comes from Franny62. Do black women push black men into the arms of women of other races because black women are complainers and never satisfied?
I don't know, because I've never been with a black woman.
Wow. I don't believe that they push men into the women of other races. I would say once most famous black men reach a certain plateau, they find themselves getting away from the black women and marrying the white woman or the Latino woman because of bad choices, like wanting their children to have good hair or wanting their their children to look a certain way.
He is everything.
Michaela's sitting here looking at a football player.
Just what I'm looking at.
But, You can't say it's for all black men, by the way. So that's the answer to that question. We need one good last question. One good last question.
A name, you got in a situation, the shower. You got a name in the situation.
One last question, because I'm getting tired of these questions.
Yes, and hopefully we'll do something like maybe once a month. But it can't be this many questions. It says, oh yeah, this is the question. This is the question that you wanted to answer. This is from Please Hate. Please Hate. Honestly, does Mikkel ask Mikkel, Angie, Ty about Beyonce? Do they ever tell you things no one else knows?
Okay, somebody asked that question. For those of y'all that didn't hear the question, the question was, do I ask Michelle, Angie being Beyonce's cousin, Ty being Ty Hunter, Beyonce's stylist, questions about Beyonce? The answer would be no, I don't. I've never asked them anything about her. Boy, oh boy. It's funny because it's weird because even a couple of months ago before I met Beyonce and when her cousin hit me up on Twitter and was asking me questions about me ever meeting her, I still didn't ask her about her cousin. Even though the conversation was brought to me, I still didn't ask her. I don't know. That's just how I am. And I remember when Michelle called me for the first time back in April and a couple people were asking me, did I ask Michelle about Beyonce? And I was like, no, because I'm on the phone with Michelle. Why would I ask her about Beyonce? Just like when I met Beyonce, I didn't ask her about Kelly and Michelle. As a matter of fact, when I met Beyonce, I didn't even tell her that I had even spoken to Michelle because it's like, I just never did that. No. It's just, I think, to me
I
personally,
can't find myself doing that.
yeah, to me personally, I think that's tacky, because it means that the only reason why I'm following you is to get information about your cousin, and that's not my MO. Because it's like that was never my MO. It was never my MO because I was shocked. It's funny because I'm sorry if I get a little long with it, but when I first got on Twitter, it was Kevin's idea for me to get on Twitter because I didn't want to get on Twitter. And when I first got on Twitter, it's funny because I was thinking about this one day. The people who have been following me or that I've been following for a long time, I can't even remember how I started following them. And I can't even remember the day when Beyonce's cousin started following me. But when she did start following me, I almost pissed my pants. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how is she? Because first of all, I had always seen her cousin, like, in magazines, like, in pictures with her. So I'm thinking, like, oh, you know, that's her cousin, that's her sister. And then when she started following, I was like, oh, my God. And then when Michelle started following me, I was like, okay, now I definitely died and went to heaven. And then I remember the day Ty Hunter was the last person to follow me. And I will never forget the day when he asked me, he was like, why didn't you tell me that I wasn't following you? And I was like, oh, I didn't know. And then he followed me. But I was never one of those people to ask them to follow me. And I noticed that a lot of people on Twitter will ask them, can you please follow me? Can you please follow me? But I never did that. And I'm glad I never did that. Because that's not who I am. Because I noticed that the people who say, can you follow me, Michelle? Can you follow me, Angie? You only want them to follow you so then you can try to ask them questions about Beyonce. And I don't think that's right. So if your priorities are in the right place, then you'll get what I got. And I got the love from them. And me and Kevin both got love. Now, I don't know. I was like, now, Ty and Angie ain't following Kevin, okay? But Michelle is. And Michelle is.
Well, you know what? I've never been back. I've never been back to Ty's page after that day I withdrew. I've never been back. So, I mean, I've never gotten a tweet from him. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure he unfollowed me as.
He was, but he wasn't following. He was following you.
He followed me first, and then he followed you.
Oh! See, well, see,
but see, I'm gonna. Let's keep it real.
Well, that's funny to me because
at that time, you know what? I was very shocked because.
Shocked at what? You got to
first of all, it's not just not just the Twitter thing, but it's like, wow, Beyonce's camp really watches the Skorpion Show. It's like, okay, I think the first person I don't think I ever wrote to Angie. I think you probably tweeted her or something.
I don't think you ever did too. I don't think you ever wrote to her. I don't know how it happened. Because I don't think she ever mentioned saying. I know she called us both cute in a video. Remember, she called us both cute in a video that we did where we gave them a shout out. But I don't think you ever wrote because I don't think she ever told me that she spoke to you before.
I just don't know how it happened. But it's like, okay, we get Angie. First of all, we get
Ty. No, Michelle.
Michelle.
Well, you got Michelle before I was even on the show.
Yes, and then it was the interaction with Angie, and then it was the interaction with Ty Hunter, and then it was the interaction with Kim Burse. And I'm like, wow, these people are really watching the Skorpion Show, and Kim is asking me for my opinion about such and such, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay, now first of all, if Michelle watches, if Kelly tweeted me and followed me on Twitter, Kelly followed me after Michelle.
But Kelly, she still follows you, right?
Yeah, she still following me. And it's like, now wait a minute, all of these people watch.
No, she's not following me. No. Michelle is, but Kelly's not.
Kelly is not.
I'm sure she knows who I am, but she does not follow me.
And it was like, it's like, wow, I'm like, these people actually watch after they done heard all the nasty shit I done said out my mouth, and they're still so nice.
But it's your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I know, honestly, I have said a lot of mean stuff just to get stuff out of people, but yes, I really did say a lot of mean stuff. And I'm like, I'm still surprised that they even give the Skorpion Show a time of day. But then I start noticing, you know, it was just crazy. Like people was like, well, you getting too nice. You think just because they're following you, I think you're losing your realness. And I'm like, no, because I was still the same. But I just still found it weird that, you know, they were still tweeting me and watching the videos and stuff. And
I think the people who said that to you are the people who were looking forward to you saying something nasty about Beyonce.
No, because I still kept my opinion about Beyonce. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You still kept your opinion about her. So I'm thinking that the people who wrote you that saying that you're losing it are the ones who were looking forward to you saying nasty stuff about her. Because, I mean, let's keep it real. There are some people who think that she could do good, like she could do better, and then there's some people who just don't like her. And a lot of times when you go on your rants about her, those people who don't like her are the main ones that like, yes, yes, yes. So I think the ones who don't like her probably felt as though you were losing your touch. And they wanted you to talk nasty about her because they don't like her.
And you know what? They've never seen me get a chance to get on other people that I love. And the only other person that I really got on this year that I love the most is A. Marie. I've gotten on her because, first of all, you put out a new album. You're not hyped about your album. You're saying that, you know, you don't like to force people to buy your stuff. But I'm like, if you don't want to do that, you're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I got on her so many times.
When she sent you that, I was over it.
And it's like now, okay, they haven't seen me got on Janet really yet. Okay, she hasn't released a new album yet. I mean, the greatest hits, wow. But she hasn't done a new album. She hasn't released any new singles. I done got on Alicia Keys because I wasn't feeling those singles. So, I mean, I've got on Rihanna, the Rihanna fans. It's just, you know.
How do you know he's not following you?
Who?
Ty.
I haven't seen a tweet from that man since.
But that doesn't mean he's not following you.
Hey, I don't know. I haven't checked.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, it does matter because I did. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to apologize.
No, I'm not saying that it doesn't.
No, but
wait,
what I'm going to do.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. What are you apologizing for?
I'm apologizing for the rant that I did.
Are you apologizing here or to him?
I'm going to publicly apologize to Ty Hunter.
But you did that before.
No, I didn't apologize to him. I apologized for my actions that night. But I will publicly apologize to Ty Hunter for acting a fool on Blog TV that night.
I'm sure he didn't see it, and I'm sure he probably
even if he didn't see
hear
it.
About it.
I'll publicly apologize to you.
Well, when am I going to get my apology?
Bitch, I apologize to you already.
I just want you to say it.
Let's not go there on that night. But it was just really, really bad. But other than that, yep, I'm excited for the Skorpion Show next year. We're about to stop the video. I'm just excited. What?
Who is it?
I'm excited about 2010.
Who is it?
I need to get something.
I thought you were asleep.
Charlie.
Huh?
Weren't you asleep?
Anyway,
I thought you were asleep.
And he fucking doing it.
Woke up.
You woke up. Why?
Everybody was fucking in the same room.
I thought Polo left.
yeah. So are we? I'm gonna upload this. I can. Thank you guys for watching the Skorpion Show. We're gonna end this video because this is a very long video.
Hey, girlfriend.